Hey, horror fans, horror enthusiasts, welcome back. This is Halloween edition, October 31st, Halloween night, people. Hopefully you're all out there trick-or-treating, all you little kitties and stuff, and hopefully all the computer fanatics, and, computer whizzes, and just people who love watching YouTube videos, are at least watching some of mine, because I'm about to review a true classic in the horror genre. No game has been able to match what this game has. It disturbs you. Silent Hill disturbs you too, by the way, so don't get me wrong. Silent Hill is probably the second best horror, survival horror game out there. And then Resident Evil falls right behind Silent Hill. The reason being, when I played this game, it knocked Resident Evil 2 steps back. This is not a shooting game where you have a gun, you don't have knives, you don't have any kind of melee weapons. You do get a weapon in this game, and even though it sounds weird, you'll begin to get used to it, because it's about time I talk about the scariest video game of all time. Even people who don't play video games will like this one. Fatal Frame 2. And for those who don't like Japanese films, even you guys will enjoy this film, because this is horror, plain and simple. It doesn't have to have a whole bunch of blood and guts, which I do like in video games, by the way. And it doesn't have to have guns, stuff like that in it. Also a great thing about video games. The weapon in this game is a camera, so just because of that, don't be fooled by it, because it starts to make sense. Everything's explained to you right from the beginning and everything. So once you get that camera, it explains everything. This, since it's the Xbox version, it is the director's cut. Sorry if I sounded a little weird right there. The first one, I only played a little bit of the first Fatal Frame. My nephew got scared, and I was right in the middle of solving a puzzle. So I didn't yell at him or anything, because I know he was scared a little bit. So I just said, "Aw, man." And my niece, the Xbox was in her room, so I couldn't just go in there, unplug everything, and then play it in another room. So, sadly, I only got to play 5 through 10 minutes of that one. And if you don't remember, for those who have played the Fatal Frame 1 and want to play it some more, the first Fatal Frame is supposedly based on a true story. And it says it on the main menu, from what I remember, based on the true story. So there's some mysteries revolving around that game, and strange happenings started when they were making this game series, because something happened with all of them. Fatal Frame 2, anyways, is about two sisters, Mio and Mayu. They're just chilling, sitting at the lake where they hung out when they were really little kids. They're like teenagers, maybe like 16, 17 years old. And they're twin sisters, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Mayu, annoying as all hell. She has a broken leg because her and Mio, were out there playing tag when they were little kids, and Mayu, she tripped and fell, and Mio went over to protect her, and they made a promise they would never leave each other again. So it's kind of a wacko type of story too, but it doesn't fall flat. It never disappoints. Anyways, what happens? Mayu ends up following, what else? The Crimson Butterfly. The music in this is great. She follows the Crimson Butterfly, and where else would it lead them? In the Haunted Village. And if anybody remembers from the first game, that one was a mansion-based game, so it wanted people who played Resident Evil to feel right at home when they played the game, but at the same time adding something that's going to scare the hell out of you for life. And play this alone because you'll get the full effect of it, or play it with friends to just scare the hell out of them and make them go out and want to get this game. It's very rare that games actually do scare you. Like, Silent Hill scares you by disturbing you. Resident Evil scares you by things popping out of nowhere at you. And, where are some other good, high-quality horror games? House of the Dead's pretty cool, too. That's more of a pop-out type of thing. But anyways, Fatal Frame, in my eyes, happens to be the overall scariest thing, other than The Exorcist, I have ever seen. I don't think any game's been able to do what Fatal Frame has done. The camera, like I said, it's an exorcismal camera, because how else are you going to kill a ghost that you can just walk through? They can choke you and shit like that. They can grab you. They can do whatever they want. But you can't do the same thing back, so you have a camera instead. And when they get close enough to you, it does basically what the title implies. You get to do a Fatal Frame, or you get to do a zero shot. Zero is what it's called in Japan. Project Zero is what it's called in Europe. And Fatal Frame is what it's called in America. The developers of this game are Tecmo 100% Games and Project Zero Productions. And also what makes this game so great, you get a whole shitload of variety of ghosts to go up against. This is a free roam game. Like I said, you get to go around a whole fucking village. And the game will also make you feel like, I don't want to open up that door, I don't want to open up that door. But bam, you gotta open up that door to finish that part of the area. And you basically go to every single area of the game, because there's a lot of power-ups out there, people. Get a bunch of those power-ups for your camera, otherwise you'll be dying like that. And also, don't get too scared by this game, because you'll want to see the endings. There's 4 possible endings on the Xbox edition. There's the Promise ending, which I unlocked, which is the Xbox exclusive. There's the Lingering Scent ending, which is the bad ending. That's really easy to get. Just make the bad choice at the end of the game, close to the end of it. Or the Crimson Butterfly ending, which is the bad but better than the Lingering Scent. The Lingering Scent is basically a bad plus ending. And then there's the Nightmare ending, which for some reason you have to beat the game on Fatal mode in order to unlock it, for the people who are wondering how to unlock that ending. And when you beat this game, you'll unlock a crap load of bonuses. I mean a buttload of them. Like, you can upgrade your camera to better usage. Like, you can upgrade it entirely to where it's super powerful. You can buy a zero lens when you start up the game again, like a new game. The zero lens basically makes it to where you'll be able to zoom in and out, so that way you don't have to get them close in anymore. Like, the ghosts don't have to just walk up to you really close. You can just be at a far distance, zoom in, and then, got you, bitch. And also, what's cool about Fatal Frame, the Xbox edition, you can put this in first-person shooter mode. So that was a great thing for me, because now I don't have to wait for it to just be the camera for it to be first-person shooter mode, because it's all right there for me. So the Xbox developers the developers for the Xbox edition did a very well done job at this. The gallery mode, you get more shit to look at. You also get like different modes of play. Like, you get survival mode, which is run and escape mode. Then you've got mission mode, which you do little mini missions and you can win extra points to buy stuff. There's also different costumes you can get, different power-ups, like I said, for the camera. You can buy pictures like still galleries and stuff like that. You can even buy the lingering scent ending, so you don't have to go through all that trouble to get that bad ending. But anyways, this game deserves a 10 out of 10. It deserves a lot more respect than what it gets. I heard from some people, they say, "Oh man, that game's stupid." And I was like, well, anyways, how long did you play that particular game? And they responded with, maybe like 5 minutes of it. And I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. Unless you played it for like, until you get the camera, don't be talking shit on this game, because as soon as you get the camera, that's when the scariness of this game really kicks into high voltage. The highest gear scary can get. And no game out there has been able to copy the fear that this does on people. I give it a 10 out of 10. I'd like to play the third one eventually, which I heard that one's supposedly based on a true story too. And you get to play as 3 different characters in the third one. And also, people, if you want to get the third one, I highly suggest going out and getting yourself a PS2 again, in case you sold your other PS2s or whatever, because that's a PS2 exclusive, and I don't think it's compatible with the PlayStation 3, like the older model of the PlayStation 3. But anyways, my review of this game. Hopefully you're all out there having a happy Halloween. Comment below, like my video, do whatever, subscribe. Tell me what I could do better with the reviews. Tell me what you thought of my other reviews. And I'm out. Peace.